Hello, how are you doing? Japan's widest gender pay gap is in Tochigi. Tochigi ですか。そうですか。Female workers in Japan earn less than men, but the gender pay gap, as it's known, is larger in some parts of the country. That's according to the latest government data that shows the difference between male and female wages in excuse me, all of Japan's prefectures. On average, women earn just 75% of the amount men do in Japan. That's so sad. So sad. That's much lower than the 2021 average of other developed countries where it was about 88%. Still. Yeah. But in Japan, the gap is biggest in Tochigi Prefecture, north of Tokyo. Here, women earn 29% less than men. It's a similar number in Ibaraki and Nagano. Nagano too. Tokyo has the fourth largest gender pay gap in the capital. Women earn 27% less than men on average. The smallest differences between the wages earned by men and women are in the prefectures of Kochi, Iwate, and Nagasaki. But in these areas, women still make about 20% less than men. How sad is this? Earlier this year, a study by the Asahi Shimbun found that female full-time workers began their careers getting paid less than men, and in almost every industry, the gap gets bigger until people are in their 50s. Yes, I'm in that range, you know. In June, the government began working on plans to reduce the gender pay gap, especially in the industries where it's largest, including finance and retail. Since 2022, all companies with more than 301 employees have had to release data showing the difference in pay between men and women. That's good. However, part of the reason for the difference in pay is the small number of women in management roles in Japanese companies. That is also true. We have almost zero management in my company as a woman. According to government data, 11.6% of management positions are held by women. That's compared to 40% in Western countries. The worst prefecture for this is Aichi, where just 6.4% of management roles are occupied by women. But still, there's a 66.4. Some company has like a zeros. Questions. Which prefecture has the largest gender pay gap in Japan? Did you get that? What rule came into effect in 2022 for companies with more than 301 employees? Yeah. What prefecture of management position in Japan are held by women? Very well. Discussion. What are your thoughts on the gender pay gap in Japan? If I start talking about this, it's going to be 2 hours, so I'm not going to do that, right? Do you find it concerning, hello, my baby, that women in Japan earn 75% of the amount men do on average? Yeah, it is concerning. Usually, I shouldn't say usually. Anybody who work hard shouldn't get the same amount of money for the effort, yeah? No matter they're men or women. Don't you think so, my baby? Why do you think the gender pay gap still exists in many industries? Like the article says, there's no many women managers in Japan, and most of the salaries are decided by men, so they can choose anything they want. Do you know many women in management positions? I do, but it's very different industry. What jobs do they have? It's like supplement, beauty care, networking. Very different from like a company jobs. So how would you feel if you find out you are paid less than someone in the same position as you? I've known it. I've known it for the longest time, so what can I say? Further discussion. Which industries in your country have typically been male-dominated? Cars, agriculture, many things, I think. There are more men or a woman in your workplace? Has this changed over time? It's changed. I mean, has changed a bit. It's not 50-50 at all. Do you think your government is doing enough to reduce gender inequality? I know they try, but it's just trying, not really happening. What countries do you imagine have the smallest gender pay gaps? は USA ですかね。Some of the European countries probably be the like Switzerland とかね。Can be China too. When we pay women less than men, we are telling women their work isn't as valuable. I think so. Yeah. What else? Maria Shriver. Do you think the gender pay gap will be closed within your lifetime? We'll see.